Good morning and welcome to Seminole Nation Radio Program. I'm your host, Edwin Marshall. I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful day outside. I can't hardly believe I'm inside or anybody's inside, but we got to do our job. So here we are with a weekly broadcast of Seminole Nation Radio Program, brought to you every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock live right here on KWSH AM 1260 and 97.7 on your FM dial. I tell you, we got a lot of news this morning. We got a lot of announcements, and we got a guest in the studio, Mr. Russell Torbett. Good morning, Russell.
Good morning.
Russell is our HR specialist with the Seminole Nation. Russell has been around this type of field for a long time, and of course he's with the famous Torbett Family Printing Company in Okmulgee, and I've known Russell quite a while. He's been around, and
yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, of course, Joe Coon's always with us. Good morning, Joe.
Good afternoon. Good morning.
Yeah, you're in a hurry there.
Yeah.
We're going to get started with announcements about our church meetings that are coming up this weekend, the weekend of April the 14th. And we're going to get started here, first of all, Butler Creek Baptist Church, Cedar Creek Eufaula Baptist Church, Grave Creek Baptist Church, Greenleaf Baptist Church, Hijiti, and I believe Hijiti is a Methodist church. Yeah, New Yorker Baptist Church, Randall Mission Baptist Church, Sand Creek Baptist Church, Sand Springs Baptist Church, Tallahassee,
Tallahassee. I think. Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah.
Two Tallahassees.
Well, of course, I think this one is an Okmulgee.
Oh, okay.
Tallahassee Methodist. Okay, Sewali Baptist Church, Tukpofka Baptist Church, Tukabuchi Methodist Church, Tuskegee Baptist Church, and Wewoka Indian Baptist. Of course, Wewoka Indian Baptist over in Wewoka. So those are your church meetings this week. If you're wanting to get out and get around and go visit, there's plenty of churches. Weather's going to be beautiful. It's going to get a little bit cool about Friday or Saturday, I believe, but after that it's going to warm back up, and it's going to be a nice day. This week, the OAP program, the Older Americans program, has got their menu out, and today they're having chicken pot pie with mixed vegetables. They start at 11:30, I believe, and salad and Jell-O, and then tomorrow, cabbage, smoked sausage, bread, and mandarin oranges. And then on Thursday, burritos with chili and cheese, salad, and banana pudding. And on Friday, as always, they have the breakfast starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. They're going to have eggs, scrambled eggs, bacon, gravy, biscuits, cereal, and milk. And, man, I'll tell you what, that sure is a good breakfast they serve. I try to stop by there when I can, and they don't short you of anything. You get plenty to eat. There's a lot of good food. And Martha and Nellie and the other ladies doing the cooking do a real good job. All right, we have some announcements here. First of all, these are obituaries. Anita Harrington, better known as Sissy K, everybody knew her as Sissy K, passed away Friday, April 5th in Oklahoma City at the age of 59. She was born on October 8th, 1959 in Claremore to Nathan Wahoo Buck and Norma Jean Sharp. Went to school in Wewoka and graduated. Later worked as a bus driver in Holdenville. She always had a smile and a hug for everyone. Seems like, Joe, everybody I talk to about CSK says, you know, if nothing else, CSK always had a smile and a hug. And she's going to be missed by a lot of people. Wake service will be this evening at April the 9th at Many Springs Baptist Church in Holdenville, starting at 7 o'clock. And then there will be another wake held tomorrow evening at Middle Creek No. 2 in Holdenville. And finally, on Thursday, the funeral services will be at 2 o'clock at Spring Baptist Church in Sassaqua with Pastor Frank Maupin, Jimmy Anderson, and George Hargigi officiating. The interment will follow at Spring Baptist Church Cemetery. Also, a longtime resident of our community, Hattie Mae Harjo, 81 of Wewoka, died Thursday, April the 4th. She was born January 15th, 1938 in Wewoka to Eddie Lindsay and Lucinda Noon Lindsay, well-known Lindsay family. She was a homemaker and grandmother, and everybody remembers Hattie's husband, Legas. Legas was a well-known fellow around the Seminole Nation. She was a member of Little Quasati Church south of Cromwell, and that's where they're going to have her funeral. She survived by her son Legas Jr., his wife Connie of McLeod, Anita Harjo of Shawnee, Rita Maples and her husband Todd of Shawnee, Janice Dawson and Sheila Bannon and her husband Jeff of Oklahoma City, 3 brothers Fred Lindsay, Andy Lindsay, and Eddie Joe Lindsay of Oklahoma City. 12 grandchildren, 20 great-grandchildren, and 2 expected soon. I know that she'll be missed. She was a well-known person in the community, and so if you want to, you're certainly welcome to attend those services. Tribal Child Support Services, if you have questions regarding child support and need answers, or if you feel you should be receiving child support but you're not, or if you want to start a child support case but you don't know where to begin, you can call Tribal Child Support Services at 1-888-540-1501. Also, attention veterans. The Veteran Service Officer will be on site at the Seminole Veterans Office Fridays from 9 o'clock to 2 p.m. Walk-ins are welcome, but appointments are helpful. If you're interested, you can call them Kay Galen Greenwald, the director, at 405-234-5242. Seminole Nation BCR Commission is pleased to announce they'll be open the last Saturday of the month from 9 to 1. So if you'd like to go on a Saturday and pick up your car tag or renew your license tag or update it, those are the last Saturdays of the month. The next one will be April the 27th. And they're going to do this through June. It'll be the last Saturday of every month from 9 to 1 at the BCR Commission. All right, Seminole Nation CHR is putting on a community Easter egg hunt April the 13th at 11 a.m. This is for everybody in the community. There's free entry. Registration begins at 10. So bring your kids out, bring your elders out, bring everybody out. That'll be at the Miccosukee Mission Grounds on April the 13th at 11 o'clock. That's put on by the CHR program. All enrolled Seminole Nation of Oklahoma young ladies between the ages of 6 years to adulthood interested in competing for the upcoming FY 2019-2020 Seminole Nation Princess categories, there will be a meeting, an informational get-together on Saturday, April 20th at 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the North Community Building. For more information, you can contact Danita Holata at 405-287-4892 and or Regina Langford at 405-471-3038. Coming up April 24th through 27th, there's going to be a revival at Okazumga Baptist Church each night with a different minister. The first night, April 24th, will be Dennis Fish, and that will be senior adult night. The next night, on April 25th, will be older youth night with Jeff Harjo. The following night, April 26th, will be youth night with John Factor. And on the 27th will be adult night with Russell Daniels speaking. And then, of course, that'll be culminated by the pastor on Sunday morning with his message at 11 o'clock. The theme is salvation. Everybody's invited. All right, coming up in June on 7th and 8th, Seneca Indian School Annual Reunion, the 2019 Annual Reunion at the Wyandotte Cultural Center located on the old Seneca Indian School campus. All alumni, former staff, friends, and family are invited to attend. The events begin at 7 p.m. with a winning roast and horseshoe tournament at the old basketball courts. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do. Hot dogs and bonfire. The main meeting is going to be Saturday from 10 to 2 inside the Wyandotte Cultural Center. It's going to be a potluck lunch at noon with door prizes, raffles, arts, and crafts. It's going to be a lot of fun for Seneca Indian School alumni.
Speaking of alumni, Sequoia has their alumni every the first Saturday of May. So,
okay, all right.
It's open to everyone who's been
and of course, that would be at Sequoia. They're in
Yes,
Tahlequah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The meal cost about $10 for Saturday evening, about 5 o'clock.
Okay. I'm sure a lot of the Indian schools are having their reunions at some time or another. If you'd like to have yours announced, you can call Bo Whitekiller at 405-382-1010.
They have reunions anyway when they have Wild Onion.
That's true. Or powwow or stomp dance. Yeah, or church. Yeah. All right. This summer and into next year, American Indian Alaska Native students have an opportunity to get a scholarship to travel, to attend trainings and conferences. The first one will be September 16th through 18th in Las Vegas, 12th Annual National Missing and Unidentified Persons Conference. Also in October 26th through 29th in Chicago, International Association of Chiefs of Police, 126th Annual Conference. And then in November 13th through 16th, American Society of Criminology. And then next year in February 17th through 22nd, American Academy of Forensic Sciences. Application packages are due by May the 17th for any of these. If you're interested and you're a college student, a native college student, you can look them up on the website at National Institute of Justice. And it's American Indian Alaska Native Student Travel Scholarships. All right, April 10th, there'll be a celebration from 6 to 8 p.m. at Barnum Public Schools honoring the Barnum Lady Whippets, who recently won the Class B State Basketball Championship. It's a come-and-go event. It's open to the public. Also, new hours of operation for the Chavigny Wellness Center out at the Mission. Every day or actually Monday, 8 to 7, Tuesday, 8 to 8:30, Wednesday, 8 to 7, Thursday, 8 to 8:30, Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday from 9 to noon. Also, the Muskogee Seminole Wichita District 5 Rally, April 28th at Wewoka Indian Baptist Church in Wewoka. The theme's going to be Those Made Alive in Christ. Bible drills and trivia with refreshments after rally. Everyone is welcome. Following is a list of events which recur regularly each week or month in Seminole County. The Seminole Nation Adult and Higher Ed Department sponsors GED classes from 9 to 12 and 1 to 4 at 215 East Evans Street in Seminole. Classes are open to the public. For more information, contact Clara N.D. at 405-257-7263. Also on Wednesdays, fitness workout with Melissa Weddle, provided by the Wewoka Indian Health Clinic at 10 a.m. at New Life Church. That's at 121 West 12th Street in Wewoka. Also want to announce Wewoka will test storm warning sirens at 12 noon each Wednesday, except during threatening weather conditions. So, Joe, if you happen to be in Wewoka and them sirens go off, don't get scared now. It's just testing.
I'm just going to go Friday Holy and we practice.
Okay, coming up on Friday, May the 17th, Free Wills and Estate Planning by the Oklahoma Indian Legal Services. That's going to be at the OAP, Older Americans Program Building. Once again, it's Friday, May 17th from 10 to 3. You can call Norma Barnes at 405-943-6457, extension 116 for information or to request an appointment. Okay, once again, I did mention OAP. The OAP is having their Easter egg hunt April the 18th. That's in Wewoka. The birthday lunch is set for the last Monday of the month. April's is the 29th. Also, homebound participants, if you're not home or not going to be home, please call before 9:30 so they won't make a trip, using valuable time and expense. Lunches are served from 11:30 to 12:30 every day, Monday through Thursday, and breakfast from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Meals for 55 years and older at no charge. Meals for 54 and younger at $5. Charges unposted. These funds assist the program with program costs. All right, join us for the 4th Annual Elder Olympics at the Multipurpose Building. And I assume, that's at the Kickapoo Multipurpose Building. Elder Olympics. Wednesday, May the 1st. The games will begin at 9 o'clock. 11:30 cooking demonstration. Pre-registration required only for the horseshoe teams. If you're interested in this, get with your group and call the Kickapoo Tribal Health Center at 405-964-2081. That's 964-2081, extension 288. That's in McLeod. Woo, a lot of announcements, Joe. You know, every week we've been bringing you a feature. It's Highlights from the Nation by Jeremy Fultz. So at this time, we're going to let you hear what's going on around the nation.
Estongo Seminologi. This is Jeremy Fultz with Highlights from the Nation. This week is known as Week of the Young Child. Yesterday we caught up with Laura Hennihaw, and she told us about some of the activities going on with the Head Start and Early Head Start programs for this week.
My name is Laura Hennihaw. I am with the Seminole Nation Head Start. I am the Education Manager, Interim Director. We are celebrating Week of the Young Child, which is a national event annually. We have activities going on throughout the week at all our centers. Today is Music and Movement, in which our children are doing various activities that involve musical and movement, which we incorporate physical activity on a daily basis within our program. Tomorrow is Planting Flowers with moms. They do donuts with dads. They're going to do a pancake breakfast. It's just a variety of different activities throughout the centers. And parents are invited, grandparents, we try to involve everybody.
And again, the community egg hunt is going to be held on the 13th at the Miccosukee Mission, with registration beginning at 10 a.m. Everyone is invited and welcome to attend. For any changes due to weather, tune in to the Seminole Nation Communications Facebook page for updates. And remember, CHR is having an internal contest for the department that brings the most eggs. The grand prize is an Indian taco lunch provided by CHR. And I can tell you, the Language and Communications Department have 300 eggs, and we still have more time left. And that's your Highlights from the Nation. Mado,
Mado, Jeremy, that's a good job as always with Highlights from the Nation. Hey, I told you we had a guest in the studio, but before I get to him, I do want to make a note of one thing. It was out in the news this week that the Violence Against Women Act, the federal legislation that has been passed time and again, reauthorized time and again, beginning, I think, way back with the Clinton administration, is kind of hitting a little snag. However, the House of Representatives passed that last week with flying colors. Now it goes on to the Senate, where, and this is an act that basically allows the tribes to exercise sovereignty in enforcing the laws of violence against women. But the problem is that there's other legislation, such as handgun laws, that are tied in with it, and it's kind of complicating things. I do want to make a note that one of our own native representatives, Mark Wayne Mullen, voted against it, and so that's just a note for you to keep in mind. That it is an act that involves natives and benefits native tribes, but Representative Mullen did vote against it. So hopefully it'll pass in the Senate. We got a guest in the studio. It's always good to see a smiling face, Russell Torbett. Good to see you, man.
It's good to see you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, Russell is the head of our HR department here at Seminole Nation. Russell, how long have you been at this position?
I've been here for 2.5 years, just about.
Okay.
Of course, before that, I was at Creek Nation for 24 years.
Yes.
In an HR role. So, but I've been here about 2.5 years.
I first went to work at Creek Nation in 1990. Well, not counting the summer youth counselor. 1996, full time, permanent. And I remember you then. And I guess of course, your family was always around because the tribe did a lot of business with the Torbett Printing Company.
Printing,
yeah.
Torbett Printing's been there since 1926.
Yeah.
In Okmulgee, yeah.
Okay, well, now you're with Seminole Nation, and we're cranking out a lot of jobs here, I see. We got a list here that includes a distribution specialist, and I guess that's with the food distribution program.
Yes.
Cook with the OAP program, a Head Start teacher, outreach coordinator with food distribution, a program development officer in the administration, receptionist in food distribution, social service specialist in the social services office, and transportation specialist in the transit office. Most of these jobs are open. Well, some of these are open until filled, and some of them will be closing real soon. So if you're interested, tell us what the process is.
Okay, the listings can be found on the Seminole Nation website. There's a tab there called the careers tab. Then it'll give you a drop down box, and you click on the careers portal, then view current openings, and it'll give you this listing and tell you when those positions close. And you can apply from there. It'll give you a link to go to the application. Our application is online. We don't have paper applications anymore like most other places. And so you can access that and make that application online. If you don't have internet access or computer access, then we have a computer there in the HR department that you can come in and sit down and use to apply for a position.
I want to make a note. I want to make a note first of all that all these jobs are Seminole tribal preference for applicants, right?
Yes.
At first, and then second, Native American.
Native American
and
preference.
Third, all other applicants.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, that's important to know because a lot of tribal members may not be aware that they have preference if they come and make application for these jobs. If they're qualified, they will be given preference in hiring. So if you're interested, you're a tribal member, or if you're a native, you have second preference. You can come and apply for these jobs. And there's some pretty nice jobs here that I see. So if you're interested, how do we get a hold of you, Russell?
You can, the phone number, it's, you shouldn't ask me what it was.
Well, if you call
the main number there at the complex.
Yeah, it's 257-7200. Yeah,
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think my number's 7234.
Okay.
Off of that, but you can get a hold of anybody in the HR department.
Oh, Ashley's the go-to though. Yeah.
Ashley does she handles a lot of the staffing, primarily. Ashley Haley. And you can get a hold of her. You can get a hold of me. And really, there are four of us in there, and any one of us can help anybody with anything that they've got.
I don't know how many years, but for probably at least 10 or 12 years, Ashley's been there. I think she came out of summer youth and went to work.
She did.
Full-time.
She was in summer youth. She's been there for 8 years.
8 years?
I asked her about that yesterday. She's been there 8 years. Alberta Morrow is also in the department. She's been there for 8 years.
Okay.
Sonia Lunsford primarily does the benefits. She's been there for 5 years. And of course, they're all Seminole citizens.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got from time to time we have a lot of different job openings that'll change from week to week. So you got to kind of stay up with it if you're interested in finding a job with the Seminole Nation. Now, I see here that you don't necessarily handle the HR for the gaming, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
HR for gaming, they have their own HR function within gaming, and so they handle all of that themselves.
Or any of the like the BCR or Judgment Fund, those kind of things?
Those are, they handle their own HR as well. So to make application for gaming jobs, you have to. There's a separate gaming site that you used to do that on ours, but they've switched to a different software that they utilize, and so you apply with them. They have their process, and it's separate from what we do there.
Okay. Russell, do you see any upcoming changes or any upcoming upgrades that's going to help us to probably better handle the HR situation at Seminole Nation? Anything in the horizon?
Well, we just completed our open enrollment for benefits for the next year, and we were able, last year the cost went down a little bit. We were able to keep it pretty much the same this year, which is hard to do in the current insurance environment. And of course, the employee doesn't have to pay anything for their own insurance, which is kind of rare anymore.
Yes.
And so we've just completed that process. We're working on some for training or seminar modules that deal with different areas of administration, like accounting and procurement and some other things that we hope to roll that out pretty soon. And it just kind of will help the employees better understand the inner workings of some of those processes. And then in addition to that, we'd like to put those things up on the employee portal for the employees to access, which of course the website's undergoing a kind of an update right now.
Upgrade, yeah.
An upgrade, yeah. So that's kind of what we have in the future. There's certain areas where it's kind of a tough job market right now. Accounting positions, IT positions, it's very competitive for those, and it's tough sometimes to draw people in, to Seminole, Wewoka area, and of course we have to compete. We compete a lot with the Chickasaws and the Creeks and Citizen Potawatomi, absentee Shawnees. We're all competing for some of the same people because we have some of the same positions, and a lot of positions are unique to tribes and to the tribal environment. So you really need somebody, if you can find them, that kind of knows some of those things or that has some experience in that.
Yeah. Well, there's always going to be a desire or demand from the public for employment in our area, not only just with the Seminole Nation, but the Seminole Nation, I think, does their part in providing jobs to the community, and maybe not for everyone, but at least for qualified people. And there's considering the size of the entity, I think it's very competitive with all the other industries around here, and there's a lot of income that goes into the community economy because of all the jobs at Seminole Nation. I think that needs to be brought forward, and the Seminole Nation does make a big impact in that area.
Yes, and there's a large impact that I think people maybe don't necessarily always realize.
Right.
Seminole Nation, when we did some research, and it's been a couple years ago, but Seminole Nation overall was the largest employer in Seminole County, and I would suspect probably still is.
Yeah. Well, the other, I guess you would call it the associated industries, because of the Seminole Nation, not just the tribe itself, but things like the health service across the street of Wewoka Indian Health Service, once again gaming, the BCR, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, ancillary, I guess is what I'm looking for, the word.
Yeah.
That it does create a big impact on this community in this area. Yeah, not only here, but actually across Oklahoma.
It has a ripple effect.
Yeah.
It kind of.
Well, is there anything that you wanted to interject before the end of our interview here, Russell?
No, I don't think so. I appreciate the opportunity to kind of tell everybody a little bit about what we do. And,
sure.
And we'd encourage, if anybody's interested in any of those jobs, we encourage them to apply. And if they have any issues, questions, and we're always available and more than happy to speak with anybody.
All right. Thanks, Russell.
Thank you.
All right, we're coming toward the end of the show, and as we do every week, Mr. Joe Coon is here at the desk with us, and he's going to he's picked out a song, and Joe's been just chomping at the bits all week about this song, and he's going to sing it for us, and we're going to close out the show with a Muskogee hymn. So go ahead, Joe.
Well, the girls at the gas station, Christy and Autumn, they wanted to hear
Sinclair
this song.
Station in Seminole, Oklahoma. All right.
And they requested this song, so we're going to sing it. It's part of it is in Seminole, Muskogee, and part of it is in English. So I want to give this song dedicated to them. Ai ha ko chahi sa yija chada palat kat hak mo minami ko ilat hak chonda yomo sayan. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Ani holwa yichayatit ito adaskat haks. Isto mahi anokitska mondalat sasigos. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away.
The new 97.7 FM and 1260 AM, KWSH.